You gonna do a question and answer thing, or you want me just to start talking? How do you
Start talking, and then I'll
you'll kind of come in when you want to? Okay. What happened occurred on the 28th of May, 2013. There was a call from the ADT operator to the 911, and they had received an alarm that had gone off about 1 a.m. in the morning.
With police operator M420, what's the address you're calling about?
409 Havenwood Lane North.
409? Is it coming in as burglar or panic?
Burglar.
The call was just an alarm call when they tried to contact the lady whose name was Boots Bailey. Boots was her nickname. She lived at 409 Havenwood Lane North in Fort Worth. The Wallers lived across the street at 404 Havenwood Lane. Two officers responded in two separate cars. One of them, Officer Hanlon, Benjamin Hanlon, and the other one, Richard Hoeppner. And the numbers were marked clearly on the curb of the Waller home at 404. They walked probably 15, 20 feet away from them, but never checked. They had no probable cause to investigate a crime at the Waller residence whatsoever. They went to the wrong place. So they went down the driveway into the backyard and shone their lights around. They didn't see anything particularly amiss, although they claimed that the garage door was up, but they didn't check the doors or anything like that. The officer's story is basically this, and we think that story is completely rebutted by the physical evidence, which I'll describe in a minute. But he says he sees this elderly gentleman walk into the garage, and he has he can see this small handgun in his right hand, pointed down by his right leg. When he sees him come out the door, he's drawn his service weapon and his flashlight, and he says he's shining the flashlight in this man's face, and he says he yells 3 or 4 times, "Drop the gun." That at that point, that Mr. Waller walked over to his wife's car and put the gun down on the back trunk of that car. Officer Hoeppner says that he actually started running, he says hauling butt back to the kitchen, the direction of the kitchen, and then turns around, comes back, picks up the gun, aims it at him, and that's when he opens fire. That's what he says happens. The wounds on Mr. Waller are what show that this didn't happen that way. The shot goes through the side of Mr. Waller's left thumb. It goes through and completely breaks the index finger and the second finger. And then it has blood splatter on the left-hand side of the face and also on the right palm, on his right palm. And the only words that are spoken by Mr. Waller, according to both officers, is that he said, "Get the light out of my eyes." It's pretty clear that the only way he got this blood splatter on the left-hand side of the face and on the palm and these wounds on the hand is he had his hands up trying to see who was out in the dark, ordering him to put his gun down. He put the gun down. He discarded the gun. Mr. Waller never left his garage. He had every right to be armed in that garage, and particularly when somebody's shining lights around the back of his property and he doesn't know what's going on. The other thing is that under their own general orders, they're not actually required to identify themselves as police officers verbally. What it says is that you can provide a police presence. Well, you know, if you're walking up there in a police uniform, you don't necessarily have to yell police situation. But if you're out at 1 o'clock in the morning and you're in somebody's backyard in a blue uniform and it's no light out there, you need to identify yourself. And that needs to be clear in their general orders. It's not to this very day.